Hi everybody, it's Diana. I had somebody ask if I would show how to make the daisies that I show on my blog that I'm totally addicted to. For example, the daisy that I have on here, how that's made. And I thought, sure, that's easy. I love to do these flowers. So the first thing you're going to need is obviously your big shot, and you're going to need the Daisy number 2 Bigs die. And this is what it looks like. Now I've just laid what comes out of it so you can see what's going to happen when you run it through. And I usually do like 5.5 by 6 is the size of the cardstock that I run through, and then I'll get the 3 daisies all at once. So that's just what you'll do. So 5.5 by 6 is the piece of cardstock. So out of a 12 by 12 piece of paper, you can get 4 of each size, and usually 3, 4 to 5 is kind of the amount of flowers that I'll put in each stack, and then that allows you to get it puffy and all that kind of stuff. So first I'm going to apologize because the dog's barking in the other room because I locked him out of here for the quiet, and he probably would have been quieter if I left him in here. And I went to a twilight party, so my fingernails are black, so just ignore the black nail polish too. So anyways, let's get to the fun part. I'm going to use the Tombow multi-purpose glue, and after you punch out all your daisies, you're going to have, like I said, 4 of each size. What I always do is I will glue them with the glue, and I will do 1 size at a time. So find out what layer, like what not what layer, but the way you want them to be, like which color comes on top of which color. So this is kind of like how I wanted them to be. So I lay them like this first so I can see. Then I'm just going to set them aside, and then I'm just going to turn it upside down, and then putting your glue on, you want to go less is more. So I don't put tons and tons of glue or you're going to have a mess. So I'm just going to pick this up, and then I'm going to match my circle up, but I'm going to off-center my petal. Okay, so see how it's off-centered like that? Then I'm going to add a little bit more glue and do the same thing with this one. Match up your circle, but offset your petal. And then this will decide how many flowers you're doing. So obviously you're doing 3, your offsetting would be farther apart. The more petals that you're going to have to move around, they would be closer together. So just keep that in mind. So, and then I'm just going to add a little bit more of the glue, and then my last flower. So see, all my circles match, but I have all the petals just kind of off-centered. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Then I did the same thing with the medium flower. So you have your large, your medium, and your small. Okay, like that. Now I'm going to, so I glued those and I glued those. Then you're going to glue it to the big one. I find it's a lot easier for my mind if I do them by shape and size first. Alright, so then I glued that there. Flip it over and make sure your circle is even in the back. So see, there's the same distance, because it might look like it from the front, but then you turn it over if it's really crooked. Then your flower's kind of crooked when you start to bend your flowers up around the button. So that's just a little tip there. So I'm going to, again, add some of my glue. Then I'm going to put my next one on. So see, just pull that over a little bit. That's so great about this glue. You can move it around a little bit before it's set in place. Alright, so there is basically the finished stacked daisy flower. Then I would set it aside, let it dry. What I did was I took one of our latte, however you want to pronounce it, chocolate buttons. I'm just kind of anal, and I have my chocolate ones in a jar and the white ones in a jar, and just, I'm sure everyone's like that, right? And then all I did was I took the larger chocolate button and I just threaded it with some taffeta ribbon, tied it in a knot, which is right here. See that? And then I went over to my trusty hot glue gun and I hot glued that to the center of the daisy. Then the fun part comes when you're just going like this with all the petals. Now some people use a bone folder, but I find that I trust my fingers a little bit more than the bone folder, so I don't tear the paper. I have used a combination of Designer Series paper, and this is the Bella Blue Designer Series paper, but I've also used some vanilla cardstock and some not quite navy cardstock. It adds some stability to the flower when you're using the regular Designer Series paper, which is a thinner paper. So, but I just keep playing with it till I get the look that I want. And then this I'm sure will get put in my room somewhere. This I showed you just a minute ago. So this is one of the things I've done with the flower. And this was a class that we had done, oh gosh, several months back. If you can see that, widen out a little bit. But so anyways, but these are all on my blog if you want to take a look. And that's right there for y'all to see. I'm hoping I said everything I was supposed to say. If not, I will clear it up when I upload my blog on my website. So I just want to thank you. Keep those suggestions coming in as to what you want me to show on my blog. It totally helps me figure it all out. And until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye.